Hey guys, welcome back to Delving into the Cold. This is Dee. As promised, I'm going to get 2 Urban Legends podcasts out and 2 True Crime podcasts out this month. And this week will be the first of the Urban Legends. I did a poll on my social media, and some of my followers answered and voted on 2 cases that will be used for the true crime, and that will be the 2nd and 3rd weeks of this month. This week will be an urban legend, and then the 4th week will be an urban legend. So, and then next month I will do, I believe, 3 true crime and 1 urban legend. So it's going to be a pretty standard month next month, but this month is going to be an extra urban legend because I feel like February was a little slack. I didn't get to get as much content out as I usually do, and so yeah, I want to reward you guys for sticking around as long as you have. Also, I apologize if you listened to my podcast on my website about the bloody benders. It wasn't exactly the same as the video because of technical issues. I had to end up cutting a lot of the audio down to fit it into the video. That being said, let's get into our first urban legend of the month. We're going to talk about La Lorna, or the Weeping Woman, today. Now, La Lorna, which literally translates into the Weeping Woman, is a Latin American folktale, and it's about the ghost of a woman who lost her children, and now she looks for them in the river. And people believe that if you hear her cry, it is seen as an omen of death or danger. And it's actually said that if her cry sounds like it's close to you, that she's actually far away. But if it sounds like she's far away from you, she's actually very close to you. So it's kind of, I guess, a ploy. And now there are various different origins of this story. There's Native American origins, there's Aztec origins, and there's just various other origins, but for the most part, the one that's most talked about is the Latin American origin that I'm going to discuss today. And so the original story of the Latin American folklore appears to be the story of a woman named Maria. Now, Maria was a poor woman. She didn't have much, but she was beautiful. And one day, a rich nobleman came through town and saw Maria and was instantly in love with her. He was, struck by how beautiful she was, and he immediately proposed, and they got married. And his family was against it, but he loved her, she loved him. So they built a house on a hill to get away from his family, and together they had 2 sons. Now, what seemed to have happened not long after Maria gave birth to their sons was that the nobleman seemed to become less interested in Maria. He seemed to kind of be less attracted to her. And as that often leads to, he began having affairs. And he was still very much involved in his children's lives. He wanted to, be around for them. He wanted to care for them. But he didn't really want anything to do with Maria. So eventually, he comes and tells Maria, he's like, I'm leaving you for a younger woman. He, tells his kids bye, he leaves, and he doesn't come back. And Maria is so incensed by this. She's so mad with anger that she drowns her 2 sons in the river. And when she snaps out of it and realizes what she's done, she immediately feels bad and tries to find the boys, but the river has already taken them away. And not long after this, the townspeople find her dead by her. And it's said that when she gets to heaven, at the gate, she has to answer for the fact that she's killed her sons. And the gatekeeper in heaven tells her that without her sons, her knowing where her sons are, that she can't enter heaven. So she's kind of forced into this limbo type thing where she's kind of alive but kind of dead. And she searches endlessly for her sons, weeping for their loss, and that's how she got her name. And it's also said that mistaking them for her children, she begins to kidnap children in today's time. And she drowns those children in bodies of water and takes them to heaven begging for forgiveness. When she's spotted, like I said, she's usually seen near bodies of water like rivers or lakes or things of that sort, and she's usually wearing a white dress and a veil. And she's compared to the Gaelic banshee because her wails and her weeping are often said to represent misfortune or death to those who hear them. And so she's popular in pretty much every culture. There have been TV shows that have episodes with her. Grimm has one, Supernatural has one. There have been songs written about her. There have been movies written about her. And so she's pretty popular, especially in today's culture. And I think that the reason probably for that is because a mother's love is kind of something that transcends all societies. It's something that most people can understand. Even if they don't necessarily experience it themselves, they can understand that it's something that other people do experience. One explanation that has been offered for the sounds of her wailing is that of a mountain lion, because their mating sounds sound like a woman's cry or a woman's scream. And so a lot of these reports take place around areas where mountain lions are common. I'm not saying that this urban legend isn't true, because it certainly could be. There have been numerous accounts of it, but there's never been any solid proof. And for me to be, on the side that it is, true, I would need solid proof of that. So for now, I'm gonna have to remain skeptical and go with the fact that I don't believe it, but I do believe it is possible. So guys, let me know what you think. As always, my links are both on my website and on my YouTube video. Alright guys, stay safe, stay curious, and I'll see you next time.